chicken is one of my favorite dishes, and I'm sure it's yours too. And I came across Joshua Wiseman's video about making this under $2 per serving. So I decided to go ahead and make that and see if I can really keep it budget friendly. First thing first, we got rice. I know rice is pretty cheap. A whole 10-pound bag was like $4. So this is only about a cup and a half. And let's cook this one first. I don't know if I'm like tapping everything per price, but I can tell how much things are approximately. This video is about making it delicious. That's my goal. Yes, it's like, I'm sure it's easy to make things pretty cheap, but is it actually tasting good? That's what I want to know, because he's got so many views on his video on making this. It looked pretty authentic, so I want to go ahead and test that myself. So rice, I have to wash this. You guys always wash your rice. Please do. Because I feel like it's, you know, COVID friendly. I'm just kidding. Like rice has a lot of dirt on it, and so my parents, my grandparents, great-grandparents have always told us to wash rice, and you're gonna measure it, and if it hits your first line of index finger, add a little bit of oil, about, actually more, tablespoon of that. It's like, I guess, you know, when you boil pasta, you add a little bit of the oil so that nothing sticks. Rice will stick together, but it will not stick to the bottom of the pan. Okay, so the first thing, before I work on my meat, I have to dice up my vegetables. So I have a pound of chicken thigh. If you like really fatty meat, go ahead and keep that on. But chicken thigh is typically on the fattier side, so I don't see the need to keep on all the fat on there. But if you wanna chew on the fat, absolutely go ahead, please. Seasoning first. Garam masala. It is, I feel like, the key ingredient to making a very, very successful curry. So I'm gonna use a tablespoon of that. It smells super like earthy and warm, and the aromatic flavors are like really, oh my God, it's unbelievable. It's intense. So I'm gonna use about a tablespoon of garam masala here. Oops. Stir that around. And then, of course, salt. Generous amount. And then lastly, we got our full-fat yogurt. About a cup. Say enough to cover this, really. So we're going to marinate this for 2 hours. Preferably overnight, but 2 hours is great. I would even make this in the morning, and then so you come home for dinner. Okay, so I'll see you in a little bit. So 2 hours have gone by magically like that. Let's get cooking. All right, so the sauce. I'm going to turn on my stovetop. I already have my chopped up onions here, shallots. We're gonna add in our garlic in here. So the recipe calls for 6 cloves of garlic. All right, keep stirring this. And ginger, 2 inches knob. I'm just gonna grate it in right straight into the pan. More oils, I think I need to add more. A couple tablespoons of that. So here goes my ginger, getting to know garlic and onion. 2 teaspoons of paprika. Now, our main aromatic here. Garam masala, 1 tablespoon of that. And then of course, cumin too. 2 teaspoons. So turmeric is optional here, but I love turmeric just for color too. So we need about 1.5 teaspoons of turmeric. So we have all our spices in here, and then I'm going to add our tomatoes perfectly in there. So make sure you're not working with high heat here because spices burn really fast. They have extremely low heat point. So 2/3 cup of water. So I'm kind of using this as my measurement. So almost close to a cup. So I know you're looking at the chicken. I'm cooking the sauce here. So in Joshua Wiseman's video, he cooks chicken first and like just let that hang out. For me, I don't want to do that. I want the chicken to not overly dry out. So I want to be able to make my sauce first. Don't worry, it's not a finished product. You're looking at this heavy cream. We're going to use that. And what I need to do is add our butter. 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So butter's melted, and you know what? Cup of heavy cream, because we want very, very creamy one. So this is 16, so I'm gonna use half of this, right? Okay, so it's still really dark, and you can make it lighter by adding in more heavy cream, which I'm about to do. I like mine on the very, very creamy side. So you're probably wondering, like, what are you gonna do with the sauce? I'm gonna put that aside somewhere so that we can cook the chicken. Okay, so we are at this level. Yeah, we're right here. It's perfect. I'm very happy about it. So I'm gonna set that aside. And here goes our chicken. To really bring out the chicken flavor, I have chicken powder. This is actually a tablespoon. Okay, so chicken's done. Oh yeah, this is what you're looking for. So be very careful as we add in our sauce. I have a surprise. I went ahead and made some naan at home, and in the maybe next episode I'll share how to make naan. Now the smoke tells me that I need to flip this over. You gotta do it right. If you make Indian, you can't just serve it with rice. You have to have a piece of bread. Well, naan. They don't need bread. Okay, so I think that looks good. We'll go to the next naan. Okay, so while actually that's still hot, I forgot to include that. So add some butter to add the glossy. Okay guys, we have, oh my gosh, our rice ready, our naan ready, and most importantly, our butter chicken ready. So this is it. I'm so excited. So typically, and always, it's all about flavors, right? So look at this creaminess. Oh my gosh. And then lastly, I have fresh chopped cilantro right here. And of course, we can't forget our naan, right? This is it. Naan, butter chicken, rice. I can't wait to show you how to make that. Pretty simple. I'm gonna also include just a step-by-step so you can easily just make that at home. But that was easy and relatively cheap to make. You don't have to spend $26 at a fancy Indian restaurant to have the authentic butter chicken experience, because I just showed you how to make that using Joshua Wiseman's recipe. So basmati rice, that's cheap. Rice is the cheapest thing that's out there for your carb option. I think it's actually cheaper than bread, and it's gluten-free, but that's not gluten-free. But if you care about, one less gluten-free option, that's right there for you. So here it is, and I hope that you enjoy making this, and I'll see you at your next favorite recipe.